Hello, my cubby. It's me. Oh, there's a camera right there. So I guess I have to move this here. I'm trying to look at myself. At the same time, sorry about that. I should actually lift this up a little bit. I'm actually trying to talk. Oh man, let me just adjust it. Sorry about this. This is ill prepared. Let me just get situated here. There you go. How's that? Hope that's a little better. I'll try not to chew like a goat. So, hello, my cubby. It's November 3, 2021. It's 6:29 in the evening. And why does it look like I'm looking up there? Because that's where my screen is. Let me just move this thing here. So, anyway, you know what? Yeah. So, let's do this. Um, so what's new? So, I apologize for not having loaded any videos for a while because, as you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but I've actually painted this room. This is going to be the hobby room, I guess. So I've actually I'm going to the Philippines in 3 days. So a little bit of a backstory. I'm going to be jumping all over the place. I think the sugar's kicking in. I apologize. So I've actually booked a flight from as early as March of 2021, and I had to get it had to be canceled, and then actually I think it was June, and that was canceled, and now November. I was supposed to leave Friday at 11:50 midnight, well 11:50 p.m. and I found out 2 weeks ago when I called Cathay Pacific that they had canceled my flight, which I booked through Expedia. And the guy on the other line said the flight was moved from 11:50 to 30 minutes past midnight, and that it would have arrived in Hong Kong at 6:30 in the morning, and the flight uh, would have only been like within 30 minutes of the next flight from Hong Kong to the Philippines, and that was not enough time. So they canceled it without letting me know. A good thing I called 2 weeks ago. So I asked the guy to look for flights. Long story short, I ended up canceling that flight, which was actually very, very cheap. Now, I don't know if that's a game, if these guys are playing games, because that was like $850, which is a bargain. Actually, you won't find any trips or any plane tickets to the Philippines less than $1,800. So I told them to cancel it. So and then I went to United, and it turns out that they actually have flights to the Philippines. So unfortunately, I'll be leaving on Saturday, arriving in the Philippines on the 8th, because I have a 23-hour layover in Hawaii. So I'm going from LAX to Hawaii, Honolulu, Hawaii, 23-hour layover, and then flight to Guam. And I think I only have like 2 hour layover there, and then head on to the Philippines. And so that's the plan. So in preparation for this, I've been looking at, I've been Googling and following the news in the Philippines through MSN and MSN here, and then I go online looking at quarantine. So as of November 3rd, this is the latest information that I have, and I've actually gone on my United Airlines app, and it still like looks like I'm good to go. So the requirements are if you're vaccinated. I guess there's really not a lot of COVID requirements to get to the Philippines, but there is for Hawaii. So if you've been vaccinated, you can actually go to Clear, or I suppose you can actually get the It's My Turn in California to get your COVID vaccine uploaded electronically, and you'll get a QR code. Somehow, Hawaii wants to use Clear, which I did. Not a big deal. Just took like about a day or two. Uploaded a picture and follow the instructions. Upload your your COVID vaccine card and a government form of ID. I think I used a passport. Those were accepted. So now I have a QR code for California through It's My Turn. Just Google It's My Turn. It'll take you there. It'll give you instructions. There was a lot of problem with that, and it took me like 2 to 3 months to actually get my California QR code. And then Hawaii, so I have that. And then on the Philippines, you're also supposed to do the Trace app where you get traced. You basically upload your picture, your information, and you get a QR code. So I guess wherever you go, they'll scan your QR code, and then yeah, I don't know how that works. So so I've got that. So I'm able to fly from LAX, got my vaccine, and then I don't need to get tested for COVID, but I am gonna go ahead and get tested on Friday. So I think Guam wants you to have a COVID test within 72 hours of flying, but I think that's on the way back. It'll be from the Philippines to Guam, where they want a COVID test within 72 hours. Actually, it's the United States, and actually, the that's going to go into effect November 8th. So coming back from the Philippines, I will need a COVID test, and basically, it's an antigen, any antigen testing or the the PCR test, and the vaccine certification or the vaccine card. So that's what they're asking for. So I'm jumping all over the place. It's just kind of distracting because I have my wallpaper I'm looking at and I'm trying to talk to it. So I apologize. So it's so flying from LAX to Honolulu, I'm gonna get that It's My Turn QR code. I already have that, the clear QR code. So it's a 23-hour layover. I don't expect to leave the airport. It's gonna be tough. But then I'm gonna go to Guam, and it's saying that my documents aren't really ready. But I think it's just more of like I need to show my passport. But COVID, COVID vaccine looks like it's gonna be fine. So then it's on to the Philippines, where I will be quarantined, and you have to have a at least a 6 day minimum in a Bureau of Quarantine approved hotel, motel, place of quarantine. There's a whole list of them. If you want to cheat and you don't want to like navigate through all of these things, just go to Philippine Airlines arriving in the Philippines. It'll be a lot easier for you. So there's also another one where you actually have to before I leave LAX. I have to go and it's I have to what's it called? I apologize for this, but since I'm live, I guess I got a couple of seconds here. Um, you have to go to One Health. Oh, onehealthpass.com. Onehealthpass.com.ph, and I guess you're supposed to do that within 24 hours of departure for the Philippines because I can't get in. I tried to actually register for that and can't do it. So I'm actually able to go to the Philippines because I'm a dual citizen. So that's not a problem. I think you can go there if you're an American, and I think Filipinos can go there if you're even if you're a U.S. citizen through the Balikbayan program. Obviously, if you're OFW, so on and so forth. So when I get to the Philippines, I expect to be herded to a little like area and where the Philippine Marines or the Coast Guard, I mean, will have a brief presentation, and then and it doesn't look like we're gonna get tested, but it looks like we're gonna go downstairs and get our luggage, and then get shuttled to our destination, our um, pre-booked quarantine facility. So the uh, the minimum stay in that is 5 days, but they want you to do 6 days. So what happens on the first day? You basically check in. It looks like, and I'm gonna update you guys with this because that's why I did this live, so I could actually do videos that I will upload. Hopefully, there'll be a bit of a delay. Hopefully not, but I don't know how the internet's going to be or Wi-Fi is going to be where I'm going to be at. So it'll be from the airport, and there are taxis since the place where I'll be quarantined actually does not have transportation from the airport, but the airport actually, just like before, it sounds like that they have taxis, and they're pretty reasonable, and and they'll shuttle you from the airport to the quarantine facility. And so it looks like I'll be, I'll sign in and then stay in the room, and you can't leave, just like before. And but this time, if you looked at my video, I actually only stayed in that facility for like half a day, I think, and then I was able to go out, which was fine, and I was negative all the time, and I'm still negative. So it looks like once I get into the quarantine facility, I'll be there for 5 days on the fifth day. So the first day, so I land there on the 8th. That counts as day one, which is good. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So on November 12th, I will be swabbed with the PCR swab, and I guess the turnaround time is now just a few hours. Uh, so I guess, well, then again, it was only like 6 hours for me last time. So yeah, and so if you get a negative a PCR, then you actually get a certificate and an email. Well, you get your certificate through the email, and then you're free to go that to your destination, and then they expect you to self quarantine for 5 days. So, which isn't bad. I have 19 days for my vacation. That's about 10 days. I have a lot to do when I get home anyway. So, yeah. So when I get to my destination, there's stuff that I can do. I can clean, I can fix things. So it's not a big deal. So that's gonna be that, and then I have like 9 days to do other stuff. Probably won't be able to do a lot of traveling, but it looks like Philippines is opening up, and that's good. So that's kind of the process getting to the Philippines. But coming back, it looks like I'm going to need to do a swab, an antigen, or a PCR within 72 hours of boarding the plane. I actually bought the Abbott Binan something. It's the antigen rapid antigen testing from Abbott Laboratories. But I'm gonna see if I can actually get swabbed out there and make it official, or I gotta find out what they really need so I can actually board that plane. And I think once I board that plane to Guam, which is a port of entry to the United States, because it's a U.S. territory, I think it'll be smooth sailing from there, hopefully. And then off to Hawaii, where I'll be there for a few hours, and then actually we'll be back in California, LA, at around 6:50 in the morning on the 25th, Thursday, which is Thanksgiving Day. So that's kind of like the plan. So what this is, I just wanted this to be somewhat of a brief, um, uh, you know, introduction to what is going to happen, or what I plan to do to sort of like memorialize what it's like to go to the Philippines November 2021. So hope you join me and when I upload the videos, and If you can and you'd like, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I hope you will find this useful or helpful, or if nothing else, entertaining. Or if it puts you to sleep, well, so be it. All right. Well, that's it for now. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you later. Bye.